Hello boys and girls, and welcome to another Cookshed disaster show. Now, sometimes you'll be sat watching telly and you just think to yourself, I think I'll jab the app and order myself a takeaway. But it's not a takeaway because you're not even going to go for it. You're going to have it delivered, aren't you? And then you'll get this bucket of slop that comes with a bit of rice or a few chips and some poppadoms and chapatis, and you'll pay about £7 for it for one person. Now what we're going to do today is make something that's equally as foul tasting and as badly made, but actually it's going to be really nice. And for £7 you'll probably be able to feed somewhere between 4 and 6 people. So you do the maths and decide whether or not it's making a gargantuan effort to get up off your backside, turn on your stove, get your chopper out and make it yourself. So I've got some chicken thighs in the fridge waiting to go, and we'll prepare them a little bit later on, but I'm going to put a lot of vegetables in this as well so that it tastes nice and it also looks nice. And I've had a rummage around in the fridge, and I've got a leftover pepper, some leftover celery, some nice red onion, baby sweet corn, a couple of carrots, another red onion, a tin of plum tomatoes and some garlic. And in here I've got some frozen bits, which is a little bit of frozen ginger and some frozen spinach. Always best to use frozen spinach. I don't often agree with Jamie Oliver, but when he says use frozen spinach, he's dead right. A lot cheaper, you get more for your money, and it tastes every bit as good when you're using it in a curry. Oh, and of course the extra special curry mix, which is a subtle blend of spices known only to me. If you're lucky, I might tell you what's in it later on. Then again, you might not be lucky, and I might not tell you because it's a closely guarded secret. So, first things first, get the chopper out and prep the veg. There's actually loads there, so I'm going to save half of this for tomorrow's stir fry and then use half of it in the curry, so it won't go to waste. You could put it, if you had a lot of people around, you could put it all in, but it's only 3 of us today, so I think I'll just use half of this. So the next thing to do is we just bung it in a wok and saute the veg for a little while with some of the spices before we transfer it to the pressure cooker. And there it is in the wok, and if we zoom in, so I've not put any heat on just yet. I'm just going to pop a drop of oil in. This is rapeseed oil actually. It's I know it's in an olive oil bottle, but if you use extra virgin olive oil it's not going to taste very nice. Oh, you're not going to believe this. I lost my garlic. I dropped it somewhere. I think it's rolled out at shed. I can't find it, and that was my last bulb of garlic. So fortunately, I've got some of this. I've got some of this powdered stuff, so I'm gonna have to use that instead. But it's all right. I'll just mix it in with curry powder, and then when we fry that together, it'll probably be all right. See, I've mixed a bit of garlic in with the. Oh, I'm spilling it in already. Mix a bit of garlic in with the curry powder. Put some of that in. Oh, that'll be right. Near enough. Now those spices are just starting to catch a bit, so I'm going to put a drop of water in there. And that'll stop the spices from burning. That water's nearly evaporated now, so the next ingredient to go in is a can of tomatoes. and in goes the spinach. If you're short of time, you could defrost it in microwave, but I'm going to transfer this to a pressure cooker. Now, if I'm just doing it for myself, I'd use this one, which is a small one, but I made quite a lot here, so I'm going to use a slightly bigger pressure cooker, which I've got there. And then we just tip the contents. Whoa, try not to spill it. So we'll just pop a lid on that and then pop it over here on the back burner, ready to cook once we've prepared the chicken. So today I've got some chicken thighs, and I'm using chicken thighs because they're actually a lot nicer in curry, especially if you put them in a pressure cooker. If you use chicken breasts, they can go a little bit hard. So, and it's a much nicer meat anyways, is chicken thighs. So all I'm going to do is just leave these whole, but just trim a little bit of the fat off and then singe them in the wok before we pop them in pressure cooker with that vegetable mix that we've made. So we've just got a little bit of hot oil in a frying pan and just going to brown off these chicken portions just to get a little bit of colour on them. I'm glad I'm not cooking these in house, they're splashing all over the place. Oh, look at that. Lovely. That's what we're looking for. Nice bit of colour. I'm going to have to scrub the entire shed after this. It's made a right mess. Oh my goodness me. The fat flying all over the place. There's only one thing, it's Friday innit, so that cuts through the grease. Right, so before we go any further, I'll have a quick look at what we've got in here now. So as you can see, there's a pan full there, and what we're going to do is just stir it round so we get all this chicken coated with the spinach and the curry. Then once that's pressurised, that's going to take about no more than 20 minutes and it'll be cooked absolutely perfectly. And you've got enough in there to feed about 8 people with rice and a few chapatis. I'm not going to show you how to cook rice. It's easy. You just 3 cups of water, loads of water, little bit of rice, boil it, drain it off, leave it for 10 minutes, it'll be absolutely fine. Right, so in the time it's taken to clean everything up, look, all nice and clean. All the fat splashes gone, all the mucky marks gone off the wall, ready to fight or fry another day. So in that time, this chicken's cooked. Well, we think it has. So I'm going to try some, see what it's like. Moment of truth. Oh yes, look at that. Now that looks perfect. Nice big tender chunks of chicken. Look, just breaks apart. That's really nice. I knew I was going to like it, but that is really nice.